Hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
taking it day by day.
Yeah,
Well, hello again. What day is
yeah.
it?
Saturday.
Saturday. And how are you spending your Saturday?
Um, are we doing a quick like personal quarantine update?
Yeah, let's do something more personal, raw.
Oh, I like when people talk in the beginning of songs. I think that's kind of rad. Um, I am not gonna lie, I'm kind of having an awful day.
Say, well,
Like it's
not
really bad
awful, but
actually. I don't want anyone to freak out, but like,
freak out.
oh, I want to break out and let the party start. um,
But
no,
literally,
but like actually no, I had a moment where I was sort of like and I've been like on this mental health, physical health journey the past like 8 9 months, and the past
hmm
2 weeks I've really felt this. It's like the first time in a really long time I've had those like depressive, like really
hmm
dark moments kind of creep back up, and it's really like freaking me out. And I know I'm not
hmm
alone in that, so I was
Nope.
like, I'm just going to share this because sometimes I'm like, oh, if I say this, is it gonna like hurt my job and like blah blah blah? But like, I don't care anymore at this point. I'm like, I
No,
just
and I
feel like it's
also
some
think saying it actually is very healing in a lot of ways to just
right,
get it out. Either if you're live journaling or you just say it on a podcast, I think it's nice to just put it out there and then you like lift some of that heaviness.
yeah,
So I totally feel that you're definitely not alone. I've seen a lot of posts from other people saying the exact same thing. I would say, have you been doing your walks at all?
yeah,
That's good. Yeah, I have found that that's been very healthy if you can to just get a little fresh air. But it is definitely a mind game. This is
hmm,
definitely an unprecedented challenge. I feel that I've kind of reached the point where I can only look at the news for a little bit and then I'll start to spiral. So unfortunately, my job is to look at the news. So I try and
same,
find the positive stuff. Exactly. And trying to find more positive stuff than just the alarmist stuff. But
right. Those photos of the Javits Center like sent me into a spiral.
yeah. But you know what? I'd rather them be over prepared
That's
than
true.
it's not like they were completely filled up. Not that that might not happen, but I felt actually comforted to know that, like,
They're preparing.
I mean, I feel like Cuomo's killing it as
Yeah,
far as leadership. And if he overestimates and gets too much, well, that's fine. That's not a problem.
right.
So,
Look at the
like,
optimist jumping out. I love to see
I
it.
really, we love to see it. So I am taking that as like, wow, that's really comforting to me. I mean, it's scary, of course. Like,
Yeah,
why
it's
is a Navy
scary as
ship coming to,
shit.
you know what?
Well,
We're just gonna hope for the best and stay doing what we're supposed to be doing. And that's all you can really ask for right now. We're doing everything we're supposed to be doing. They're working as hard as they can. And we're just going to wait it out. Because the other thing is, like, the scientists have told us, the doctors, like, even if we're doing everything right, this is still going to be like a shit show in the next few weeks because everyone's going to, surface and show
right.
symptoms. And if it goes according to plan, then we'll start to flatten out after that. So it
True.
sounds awful, but like this is how it was going to be anyway. So I
As
don't know.
Jordan
Yeah, the
Sparks
optimist.
said, just take one step at a time. There's no
It
need
really
to
is.
flop.
One day, one day in my life,
Someday.
someday we will get out of the house.
Yeah. Well, until then,
Anyway,
we're at home. And thank you,
we're
everyone,
at
for joining
home.
us. And
Yes,
we are going to have a little hour of fun.
we're going to have fun in isolation.
So we're going to put that on the back burner for a second and
Yeah,
join us all for an hour of laughs. Just have a lot of laughs.
a lot of laughs.
I need it. You need it. You listening at home, I know you need it. So, um,
That's what we're here to do.
yeah. So, speaking of being at home, there's a legend who has been at home.
We will not be kissing
hmm
or hugging. I can't. Nope, nope. Until they figure out this corona.
Miss Wendy has kicked off Wendy at home, and it just
Which
brings me joy.
honestly, frankly, it should continue like this forever.
She's like a mukbang YouTuber now.
She's literally a mukbang. The gifts, the like the mannerisms are shockingly Trisha-esque.
It's so good.
She was built to be a vlogger.
I am obsessed with it. So if you need some 20-minute just moments of laughter, check
Find
out
the
Wendy at
moment
Home.
where she is like getting ready and she's like adjusting herself. And she's like, I don't even know what's going on around here. I don't know who's going to see this. And then she like flashes her cleavage and she's like,
Oh yeah,
look at
the
these.
20 of you watching this.
Yeah.
Just flashes her tits. Oh,
I mean, what a gift in
it
a dark
really
time.
is.
Yeah, we'll have to retweet that for sure.
Yeah. But not everyone is bringing us joy and comfort, space, time, love.
No.
I think, we talked about this last week about how the girls are acting out and
Self-canceling, self-isolating.
self-canceling. And we approached it with compassion and empathy. But there are just certain things where, people are...
Act the fool, girl. I'm here. Act the fool.
A new segment this week.
A new segment called
Act a Fool Girl. Kim Kardashian West. Now, we have to talk about this because it was trending.
It was trending.
So I honestly don't care, but like...
No, it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Because I've gotten myself to a point where I like both of them a lot.
Uh-huh.
We've joked about the Kardashians. We've joked about Taylor. But I just don't have the energy. And it's like no one cares, Kim. Literally, Kim, there are people that are dying.
Kim, there's people that are dying. It is unreal.
Do you even know the story? I didn't even look because I didn't care.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So way back in the day, and as you know, this all kicked off with Kanye interrupting Taylor at the award show.
I was there.
You were there in the audience. You made it happen. You took him onto the stage.
Right. I helped him up.
Yeah. Years later, he makes a song called Famous, and he calls her and has cameras running. He documents all of his album processes, allegedly, and he is calling her. At the time, he said to get her permission, but really it sounded like he was trying to get her to like launch the song, like to tweet it.
Right, like promo it.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I just think this song's amazing. And like, I think this is going to be so good. And like, she's like, okay, what are you saying about me? I'm getting like nervous. And he's like, I made it famous. Like I say at some point, I make you famous in the song. And she's like, I mean, I sold 7 million records before you did that, but okay, that was your take of the story. She's like, okay with it and cool with it. And she's kind of cool with the idea that like the press will think it's one thing, but she's in on it the whole time. The point, he doesn't really say, I made that bitch famous in the recording as
Got it.
far
So
as I can tell.
the whole thing is that he never told her about the word, like calling her a bitch.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
think so. And then
So what he should have done was call her up and be like, yes, she is a bitch. BICTH in that order.
Spelled out the lyric.
I can't even keep up anymore.
No, so of course
I
Taylor's
can't
sort
keep
of
up with
celebrating.
the Kardashians.
No, well, neither can Courtney. Courtney's out of the show officially.
Oh my God,
but
she got fucking clocked in the face. Did you see that clip?
I did.
Holy shit, she slapped
No
her.
wonder she quit.
Whew.
The whole thing is just so...
The moral of the story is no one cares next.
The moral of the story is no one cares, yeah.
Like, it's just, I can't. It's so tired. That's the thing. It's like done. Didn't they say they
But
made
I understand
up?
on the Taylor side because...
Me too.
Because it's vindication for 4 years of being called a snake and literally owning that narrative when really she just wasn't fully told the whole truth. It was like this version of it. And then, and the reason it's in the headlines now is because Kim was like, Taylor's still lying.
I can't.
It's like a difference of like, it's such a subtle difference of like what they're arguing about at this point. Well, Taylor's not even arguing. She was like, oh, this leaked in the media, by the way, contribute to feeding America. She like did a little, did you see that? She like,
no, I muted both of them and I muted all the keywords because I was like, I don't care.
Well, that's important to do. But
sorry.
So when it leaked, she was like, so I heard I was the topic of the situation, basically. She does like a little like Instagram story. And then she's like, and here's what I think about it, basically. And the swipe up was like feeding America to donate.
Love that.
Yeah. So she like redirected what was inevitably going to be, she's going to be asked to comment on. So then that's what
Here's
Kim
my
responded
statement.
to.
Swipes up to Glory on Spotify.
That's literally what we do.
Uh,
So, in so many ways, I just feel like Kim did not handle this well. And also, at the end of the fucking day, that is a rude ass song. I Made That Bitch Famous is disrespectful. And I
right.
don't know why they defend it so much, because I'm like, she literally was famous already. Not to you, surely, but like by the way that you're talking, like we're very aware you didn't know who she was, but she still was famous.
Right.
So I just, to even defend, and that video is so uncomfortable too, to just have like a lookalike of her in the bed.
Ew, I can't.
It all comes down to one word that he didn't say on a call, and there's vindication for it. So BICTH.
NEXT.
Thank you.
Stream lover.
Stream lover.
Anyway, so not everyone's acting a fool.
No.
This week, since everyone's been doing emails and Instagram lives, Queen Miley Cyrus and some legends talked on her new Instagram live, Bright Minded, this week. We had like a legendary Wednesday.
Yeah, we really did.
With Miley, Dua, Reese Witherspoon, and Queen Hilary Duff.
I love that, like, Miley basically sprung into action the second this happened and started that show. She was like, we need positivity. We need some entertainment. She just put together this makeshift little show in her apartment, her mansion.
Yeah, in her bed.
In her bed. And she's got a good heart. That's really what it comes down to. She wanted to keep people feeling good. So yeah, she had Hillary call in, and through some technical difficulties, they had a legend to legend. I once did a Twitter Q&A with Hillary in like 2013 for Idolater, and that was also similarly technologically a challenge, but we got through it. So I was like deeply unsurprised to see that nothing's changed, that her Wi-Fi was dropping out. She did get through to call her queen.
She did. Miley was singing Hillary's praises nonstop, and I was fangirling because I was like, same, agreed, yes, go off, sis. She called her queen of the universe, said that Hillary was the inspiration to get her to audition to be a Disney star.
Yeah, she showed a vintage clip.
Yeah, that she wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for Hillary inspiring her. And then she talked about how she used to stalk Hillary's tour bus. So she was saying like, oh, everyone out there, like, just know you can stalk someone's tour bus and then you can make it too. And I just thought it was really self-aware and cute and just earnest and honest. And I don't know, it made me smile because they're both queens to me. And it was just so, in the wake of what we just talked about, it was just so much nicer to see this than like that other
lifting
mess.
each other up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Some people, the ego jumps out, and sometimes it jumps in. And
yeah, we said that last week too. We were like, it's going to be really interesting to see how people's egos and narcissism like winds up ultimately canceling themselves without anyone having to do anything or call anything out.
This is a self-isolation, self-cancellation. Like, I think people like Madonna's queen, but like she's going to have a hard time with this because she needs attention. And her quarantine diaries are rough for me. I wish she would put the phone down.
You know whose Wi-Fi needs to go out?
Who?
Madonna's.
Mine. Madonna's, yes. It's true. And it's only in the sake of preserving her legacy. Like, she is dangerously close to like these, the milk bath, I need her to just chill out, have some fun with the kids or something.
I needed her to log out after those Rebel Heart memes that she tried doing. That was when she really needed to log out. What year was that?
2015.
Oh, what a better time that was. Well, aside from Pretty Girls, but like...
Right. It's the best of times and the worst of times.
Oh, that was the year that Breathe In, Breathe Out came out.
I know.
If we could go back in time... Well, actually, no, I wouldn't pick 2015.
No, we'd have to go back to the early O's.
Yeah, that's a conversation we shouldn't even get into.
Right.
The spiral. Those are the days. Well, speaking of Instagram Live and queens and legends, There was also one that I wanted to call out this week, which I don't know if it's still on someone's highlights or not, but JoJo has been doing a lot of Instagram, and we like called her out last week and
Ton of
said that
them.
she's
Yeah.
queen, and she's been doing these songs of like these not parodies, but essentially parodies that are positive twists on her old
Yeah. Leave, Get
songs.
Out.
Yeah.
Leave, Stay In.
Leave, Stay In. She did one with Tori Kelly, and they sang When You Believe by Mariah and Whitney on Instagram Live.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
So good.
this is a place for legends, okay?
It was beautiful. And they said they wanted to duet, obviously, but they couldn't because of the lag and it would just sound bad. So they let each other take turns and it was beautiful.
That's my go-to karaoke song.
Is it really?
Which I know cheapens it because like I can't
No,
sing.
they say, you
But
know,
they
only
can
do
sing.
Mariah or Whitney if you are a legend. So it makes sense that you would pick that as your go-to
such a
karaoke.
it's such a good one.
Mine is always Email My Heart.
Oh.
No lie. It's always to Email My Heart. You know,
everyone's been doing emails and it's like, email my heart. That
Certainly
is
the
kind
thing.
of a soundboard moment of like the concept for the video circus is basically about a circus because she
Yeah.
says everyone's been doing emails and it's like email my heart.
Yeah, she says it's a very similar
Queen.
Queen.
Well, speaking of Britney real quick too, which we could throw in here.
Yes.
She's kind of having another legendary moment with
She is all over the headlines.
in good ways.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, Queen." Like and
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
that scene from The God Warrior where she's like, "If everyone would look back at everything I've been saying and praying and preaching and saying and praying and praying." Like, "Hello. Good morning." Everyone's like praising 20 years of Oops this week.
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
very ahead of our time. Would you like a podcast about it?
Oh yeah, right? I'm like,
yes. Shockingly, everyone has praised it, including her, which is
shocking.
She's not one to address the legacy.
No.
Not really. So she just gave a cute little picture of herself in the iconic outfit and said, like, it was hot in there.
Right? Like that's what she remembers. It's not like I'm a legend, I'm iconic. She's like, oh my god, that catsuit was so hot.
Yeah. Which is very on brand. And that's the best we're going to get from her as far as because I remember the baby retrospective piece, the one interview she did, she was just like, it was like a long shoot. She didn't remember
it's a long
anything.
day.
Yeah.
Every iconic moment that she's had, she's always told us something about it that made it awful.
Always.
Baby One More Time.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that again.
Yeah. Baby One More Time. It was a long shoot. Oops, I Did It Again.
Yeah.
The catsuit was hot. The snake. I would never do that again. Till the world ends. It smelled like poop. It's like, can you just call yourself an icon once?
She is not willing. She does not see herself as we see her. And that's part of the charm of it all is her endless humility to a fault.
Yeah.
It would be nice if she stand herself a little, but it's okay. It's all right. We got the acknowledgement. She also did the, the Usain Bolt. She at first claimed that she did a 100-meter dash in 5 seconds or something. And then many outlets picked it up being like, that would mean that she beat the world record holder, Usain Bolt. And many people were like, and what of it? I mean, I don't disagree.
She did.
It already said she did. She absolutely did. And then she did a little.
That's why they canceled the Olympics.
After. Yeah.
You didn't know?
That update went up and they were like 2021. Sorry.
Yeah. The IOC was like, sorry, the gold medal goes to Britney Spears. The Olympics are canceled.
The winner is Lucky.
I ran away.
Oh my god. So she did that. I mean, of course, later she did a little fashion shoot post and she said, of course I was kidding. I didn't really beat that record yet, but I plan to one day. So one day she will understand at the Olympics.
It was so
I have no doubt
interesting hearing her say the word quarantine.
It was. I was talking about this with a friend. It is always shocking when Britney Spears acknowledges some present tense because she exists so much in like a bubble for us and like seemingly like lives in a fantasy land of her own that whenever she references like a real world event, you're like, oh, what?
Right.
Like you're
I
aware
want to
of the
know where she
quarantine?
gets her news from.
Oh God, I know, right?
Like, is it on the Apple News app on our phone? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like little mundane things that I would not care about anyone else.
Yeah, no, I am
I'm
deeply
just like, do you have a
interested
morning
in hearing.
routine? Do you get the
Yeah,
newspaper? Do you
she's
get
like
alerts on your
reading the
phone?
Times. Yeah,
Right. Like, is she like, hey, Siri? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to know these like mundane
I mean
things.
it's the endless, curious mythology of Brittany is like how fascinating. But yeah, she's been very active during this quarantine. She wants to lift spirits, do yoga poses, and even send things directly, which very sweet of her. You know, some of us are trying to drag each other for 2016 video recordings, and others are asking their fans to DM for diapers. So let's just call it out. I
Hmm.
think somebody recently said like this is the quarantine is showing that every celebrity is bad except for Britney Spears.
We could have told you
It's
that.
not just yeah, fact. Also Hillary and Miley are getting passes for sure, but
It's
it's
so
really
true,
true.
though. Like,
It's
it's
like
really showing true colors,
it
to
is all
reference
around
another
like
legend.
it yes. It's like showing how without red carpets and expensive things to show off and think like what are these people without those things and they have no idea what to do with themselves and it's really illuminating.
Locals.
Lo- when when it boils down to being a local,
We predicted it last week. We said, like, this is going to be, and you even tweeted something. You were like, this is going to change the
this will
way
kill celebrity or idol worship because
for a lot, not everyone.
not everyone, but for in a lot of cases, like, I mean, the soon to be canceled Madonna said, this is the great equalizer, which I actually think in a lot of ways is true because all of a sudden it's not very impressive that you are a celebrity or rich or something. Now it's like, okay, so how are you going to help out? Like, nobody's
Right.
interested in hearing about your new outfits or anything like that. So it's an interesting time to be alive. Anyway. Oh, you know what? You were going to mention something
Oh, yeah. I had a
because
note, which we
one
kind of like speared off on. But
we
speaking
we
of,
have another legend to discuss.
we do, by the name of Mariah Carey.
Happy anniversary, Mimi.
Yes. And Brittany acknowledged it.
Okay, that was a legendary exchange.
Yeah. I mean, she did call it a birthday, which is not a word that
She
we
did.
use, but she's
It's not.
innocent. She meant well.
She did. I think it's so funny, like the power that Mariah has, that the entire world knows to call it an anniversary, is iconic. Like people are literally like, oh, "Don't say that."
Hmm.
Yeah. So Brittany wishes her a happy birthday. Just saying, like she's a huge inspiration. And it's the Butterfly album. Not everybody has that. And then Mariah responds, and she's like, "I'm going to listen to Stronger for to boost my morale."
Ugh.
Truly
Mariah's
iconic. And
love
I
for Britney has always fascinated me
same
because
because
she
we
does not
know. Yep.
know everyone, as we
She
know.
does not know. She does not. And you can just tell that she finds her to be the pure soul that she is. And so she referenced the Butterfly album. Like
Butterflies of a feather flock together,
that's what they're always
humble
saying.
legends. Speaking of Mariah Carey, I also wrote in my notes this week that because I was checking in on like, I was clearing out my computer and my emails and everything, and I realized I never got my signed Mariah Carey singles of All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh, I wonder if anybody did or if it
Probably
was.
not. She's got time now to sign them.
She certainly has time.
So
So
in 2022, oh my, at this
you'll get it
rate,
eventually.
it'll be in December. We're going to be singing All I Want for Christmas Is to Get the Fuck Out of My House.
God.
So
Yeah.
bad.
They're really, yeah.
1 second. I'm moving my phone a little bit.
Okay.
Checking my connection.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That sounds way better.
Shit. We could do it all over again. I don't know.
Nah, it's fine.
The Connecticut Wi-Fi is just top notch over here.
Yeah, we were about to start talking about Lady Gaga, and then the Wi-Fi was like,
You know what? That is pretty much what happened with her campaign. So it was very.
Yeah, the Chromatica gods were like, don't say it.
Don't say it.
Oh, oh my God, it actually shut off. Wait, what just happened? Oh my God, we're cursed. Okay.
Okay, Gaga's mad.
That just freaked me out because that actually just cut us off. Did you get the
Literally,
set? It was like boom, and I was like, what? What was that? Oh,
Stephanie is actually my FBI agent, and she overheard, and she was like, "Not
What
today."
was that?
She's bored at home, overhearing the conversation.
My Stephanie Germano.
oh.
Yeah, Chromatica watch. Well, that's
Okay, yeah.
canceled. That's over.
Yeah. So moving into music news, because do you have anything for should we do a high fashion editorial moment this week? Do the girls need it? Do the girls want it? No one stepped outside.
Nobody stepped outside. Everyone's in sweatpants. I'm trying to think of anything that happened. Well, no. I was gonna say, like, we already shouted him out, but like shout out to Christian Siriano for coming through with those masks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we can roll the theme song. High fashion. So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome. This is a billboard. This is super high fashion.
Oh my god, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
Give it up for her. Isn't she amazing?
Yeah, he's actually so Cuomo like tweeted him for help, and then last week he said he would do it, and then as of yesterday there were pictures of him unloading the boxes of the masks. And our actual high fashion editorial queen Rihanna apparently contributed a ton of medical supplies.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't it like $5 million or something?
Well, that was separate. Apparently she did $5 million to something that went to different funds, and then she donated medical supplies.
Oh.
The
I hit the wrong
opposite.
button. I hit the wrong button. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Shit. Oh my god, I have double karma coming on me now.
Wow,
I just
you're really-
accidentally hit the active fool girl, but we're talking about Rihanna. I meant to hit this one.
She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment.
Truly.
God, sorry, I'm stuck under wires and I'm sweating and I'm depressed. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Wow. Canceling Rihanna and praising Kim Kardashian.
Well, I didn't praise Kim Kardashian.
No, I know, but you said you like them both now.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway.
It's fine. Chromatica, romance. She, as we knew, the release date was creeping up. So on Monday or Tuesday, she uploaded a note on the Notes app saying, "What? Okay, I understand why she did it. I will say the note was a little confusing
Yeah.
because she was like, music brings joy and lightness, and that's why I'm delaying my album." So I understand why both Queen Dula and Gaga did what they did. Dula's campaign was like 90% done. The album leaked. We were basically at the finish line. Pull the trigger. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Gaga is like 10% into her campaign. Just barely announced the album title. We still have no idea what Chromatica means. Not that we ever.
Oh.
And
Oh my
and
God,
like the
literally,
visuals.
the
were just
Chromatica
starting-
gods are cursing this stream. When you hear it back, when I send this to you, you're gonna be like, it literally just sounded like a growl. I'm not even kidding. Keep going. Keep going.
There's a ghost on the line. As we know, the first numbers have come in and music streaming and downloads are down, whereas TV and movies are up. So she would probably take a hit, but I do think the note probably could have used another Passover real quick. Just like, maybe more succinct than.
Or like a vlog.
Yeah, just be like, you guys, I the campaign just started. It wouldn't be fair to put it out right now. I'm so sorry, but I have a big, huge plan for the album and I just don't want to do it right now. Dua was truly, that campaign was like nice and tight and almost done. So
yeah, Dua was in the final lap.
yeah, she had just had her first, photo shoot feature. She had just named the album. I get it.
Overall, it just sucks.
It does. The Little Monsters there was a slight civil war I saw on my timeline of people being like, respect her decision, and other people being like, give it to us, you bitch.
Right. Being like, you want to bring joy and then you don't release your album? I saw so many people fighting with each other and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't miss this at all. This is us last year.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fight amongst yourselves. This is not my battle this time.
I will keep on streaming Stupid Love because I love it. And I'm fine.
Yeah. And I hope that she finds a way to do something entertaining during this time for us.
Yeah, if anything, it's a time where she could sort of involve the fans in kind of creating something. Like, if she still wants to work on the album art, or I don't know.
Yeah, she can come up with more concepts for Chromatica
Hmm.
and brainstorm what the actual world looks like or something. We're gonna keep that Chromatica watch on hold because she's not launching until we're outside. So
Yeah, true. See you in 2021.
see you then. We do still have other things to look forward to and things that have arrived that have saved the day.
I know. I was thinking that this week. I was like, music is going to get me through this.
Mm-hmm. And I think the biggest thing, obviously, this week, Miss Dula Peep.
Which we will talk about at the end of this episode. So
Yes,
keep streaming.
keep on streaming till the world goes outside. What else is on the schedule here?
Your little note about King Bad Bunny is what you
Oh,
wrote.
yeah. Oh, my king. So Bad Bunny just dropped a video for Yo Pereo Sola. And let's just say he's really doing it. First of all, he's in drag for half of it. And that was enough to like get everyone's attention. And then he looks really hot shirtless in other scenes. But the big thing is that he has like lighting fixtures and a message at the end of it that translates to, if she doesn't dance with her, respect her and let her dance alone. And then the lighting fixtures are feminist messages like not one more, and it's referring to like gender violence in Latin America, which, you know, he protested that transgender murder about a few weeks ago on Fallon. He's just really doing it with like the social messaging plus really fun music, in my opinion. There were like accusations of queer baiting and stuff, but I don't think it doesn't feel like that. It feels like he's trying to dismantle macho culture and like all of that kind of thing.
Right. It's also like if you can get attention and use the attention to shove a message in someone's face, I feel like that's an actual like good use of your platform.
Yeah, like he's literally dancing with himself as a woman, and in the background is like a popular feminist slogan, and the end of the video is like that messaging of leave her alone if she doesn't want to dance with you, which it's sad that we have to have those things, but it takes, I saw some like, oh, because it's a straight guy, that's why you like, it's like, well, he's super famous, super popular, straight men are listening to him, maybe, just maybe, they will take his message to heart, and that means something. So
right,
like he is actually going to maybe get through to people. So he is dismantling it. Like he's painting his fingernails, he's wearing skirts, he's doing all these things that are really subversive for doing like reggaeton music and stuff. And it's like, in my opinion, I feel like he's helping to shift the culture to not be so like violent against women and gays. And I don't know, I think he's doing everything right.
Yeah.
And then superficially he's hot, but you know.
Right. Well, there's also that.
There's also that. But I don't know, I just think he's doing the thing right now.
Also,
but
I just feel like everyone was just looking for something to like critique.
right. Like
oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
his messaging, he's trying to do something really important here.
Right.
Like, so.
Boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be boys.
Teaser.
And girls will be legends.
Accurate. We need a lyrical correction on that song.
Right.
He has a huge platform and he's doing something with it.
Agreed.
So anyway, that's my king, Bad Bunny.
Well, my king. I feel like going from like this really great social message to like, oh, I just shake my tits. It's a bop. Yes. Shake your tits, girl. I feel so stupid. But like, my king, Kygo, just dropped a song with Zara Larsson and Tyga called Like It Is. Now, it's not my favorite. It's kind of a sound shift for him a little bit.
Yeah.
Into more mainstream.
Definitely could have been just a pop song.
And I was kind of like, what are you doing? But I feel like it's just a lead single. I'm also glad that Zara Larsson's getting some more promo because Queen.
All the Time should have been a song of summer 2019.
Right?
Yeah, I always have time for Zara, and she kind of always slays the dance charts, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a cute look. It might not be EDM, that
it's
EDM. But
it's also like at the same time, it's like not one of those times to be like how are you gonna, I mean, I kind of feel for Gaga because it's like, can you with a new album really put something out there that's like this mega, you know, it's like,
No, I know what you mean. And even dance artists, like, hello, festivals, dance floors,
Right. Everything's canceled.
everything's canceled, so it's kind of hard to put out that music, but
Yeah, but I'm glad he is because I love him and I'm so excited for Golden Hour, which he stole that from Casey Musgraves,
he did,
but it's
but maybe it'll be as
fine. Yeah, exactly.
good. Thinking positive.
Everyone's just going to come out with their own Golden Hour,
Right. I mean, it is such a good title, though. I love it.
right? Like, what if everyone just came out with an album called Golden Hour?
They really should.
Iconic. That's a concept.
Kylie kind of did. She had golden. Like, everyone's really feeling golden hour.
Yeah. As we watch Golden Hour from our windows.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Also, I wanted to shout out Shalou, who I don't know if I've ever talked about on here,
Oh,
but
yeah.
his
No, I don't
debut,
think so.
probably not. His debut album just came out. He has an EP before this called Souls that's very good. If you like more mellow electronic, it's really pretty. It's like a good, you could work to it, work from home, chill, relax, just want to have a mellow Saturday. Saturdays are for
Introspective electronica.
right.
No, they are. Yeah,
Hey
it's
Phil,
such a
what are
weird
Saturdays
feeling when it's
for?
Friday, and then it's like, so I'm just gonna do the same thing I've been doing.
Right. But I stand. It's called Magical Thinking, and my favorite song on it is Silhouettes. So if you want to check that out.
And my other recommendation is by Queen Tovlo, who I will talk about in a second, actually, for another reason. But she has a Spotify only single called I'm Coming, which is a cover of a 2011 Swedish song. She's given it this like Rob on my own makeover of electronic pop. It is so good. Like, I've been listening to it on repeat and doing my 2-mile walks around my basement. It's just so, so, so good. And it was already a hit, like a huge Swedish hit. And she did an English translation of it. And I highly recommend it. It's called I'm Coming. And she references herself in the song in her translation. She put a Queen of the Clouds reference, which is the name of her first album. So
we stan.
We have to stand. We have no choice. We're in our home. We have to.
Right. And then finally, before we get into the girl at the moment, Miss how do you say it?
Oh,
From
wait,
Fifth
hold
Harmony. Oh, speaking of Fifth Harmony, I didn't put this on my notes, but
Oh,
Allie Brooke followed me on Twitter and Instagram and DM'd me. What was that? We need to, all right, everyone needs to go to patreon.com/legendsonly and donate so we could buy Moo some better Wi-Fi. Oh, I just entered oh no, you wouldn't be able to see my password. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. 1 second. Oh, that's my ringtone. What was that?
you know what?
I just plugged Patreon and said, everyone go to Patreon and donate $5 so we can get Moo some good Wi-Fi.
I think Camilla was on the line that time. She was like, you're talking about the other harmonies?
Right. We will not promote Allie Brooke in this podcast. Hack his account.
Yes, Queen Allie Brooke.
It's gonna be so bad.
As I was saying before, Camilo Carrabba's hacked my Wi-Fi. Allie Brooke DM'd me on Instagram and thanked me for promoting her new Sing with Afrojack.
It's really all the streams are coming from you, so
That's
it's
not
a
true.
huge.
It was on like the Spotify Hits playlist.
No, I'm saying you inspired everyone to add it to their playlists, and that's what happened. Like, everyone heard about it from you,
It's
and then
so good.
yeah, it is. And I don't mean to damper every single thing, but it is a shame that she can't do her little festival run that she inevitably would have wanted to do.
It also, I was thinking about this because I've had lots of time to think. It kind of has the sound of Kygo.
Yeah, it does.
Like the dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun
it
dun
definitely
dun dun.
does.
It's got like that piano-ish. I should teach
It's more
myself how to
Kygo
play
than
the
this
piano.
Kygo song right now.
She's got a point. It
She's
is
got a
more
point.
Kygo than the new Kygo song.
Yeah, so Allie is forever indebted to you.
And we can keep on dancing all night. Dun 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 dun. Oh my God, we should just have or Legends Only Live,
We really
a
should.
live
Oh my God.
stream.
We can have different people call in and perform.
It'll be Heidi Montag headlining with I'll Do It.
Heidi, Ally Brooke.
Wait, that
and,
sounds
like,
iconic.
Hoku.
Oh my God, Hoku starts out with Perfect Day. And then Ally Brooke comes in and does All Night.
Yeah.
And then I sing When You Believe by Mariah and Whitney. And then Heidi Montag headlines with I'll Do It.
I think we should make it happen.
What else are we going to do?
I mean, everyone's very available.
Everyone tweet us if you would like to see Legends Only Live with Heidi Montag as the headliner. Actually, go at her on Twitter because she'll probably respond.
Yeah, that's true. She responds to everybody.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, Heidi, I heard that you're headlining Legends Only Live. She'll be like, what? She'll literally be like, I'll do it.
You never know. I've seen some crazy living room performances already.
Yeah, same.
Definitely possible.
Speaking of Back to Fifth Harmony, really quickly,
Right.
before Camilla hacked my phone, the other one,
Dina,
Diana, whatever the fuck your name is.
oh, New Era incoming.
That was really born for that.
She was sitting there waiting one day.
Yeah, yeah.
Dinah can sing though.
Oh,
Is
of course.
Wait, is it Dinah?
Dina. Oh God.
Dinah Jane.
Oh God, we're canceled.
Brittany Jane, Dinah Jane, Dina Diana Jane. Whatever.
You know what? When somebody can't pronounce something, that just means that they've only ever read it in their life. Do not make fun of them. That's what I've learned. New Era incoming with a very sassy, sexy picture.
Yeah. They could all have their own different moment.
I know you didn't watch.
Camilla's tuning. She's wiring in and hacking your Wi-Fi again.
Oh my God, Camilla, get off!
Get off the
you
line.
And Sean, go for another stroll with some tea in your hand. So I forgot to mention because you wouldn't have noticed, but you didn't watch. But Drag Race last night, or Drag Race over the weekend, had Normani as the guest judge this time. She looked absolutely gorgeous, but was clearly very just happy to be there. Like, it wasn't.
She should have been hosting it.
Yes, she had some cute lines, but it was mostly just like, she just looked happy to be there, which is a lot of the guest judges generally.
Wasn't it filmed before Motivation came out?
Oh, no, I still think it was after Motivation.
Because the VMAs were in August, and that's when she performed Motivation, and that's when it like blew up.
Maybe.
And
that's
Drag Race
true.
was filmed in like May or June, like early June of last
Yeah,
year. So
it was.
I don't even think she knew at the time that she filmed it that like she was going to be a moment.
Yeah, that's true. But she does really well, and she handled herself well, and she had some cute lines. So
it
was a good moment for her.
Did they dance to Motivation?
No, they actually did Kim Petras' Heart to Break, which, I just I can't.
Should we talk about Dua Lipa now?
Yeah, we can just talk about Dua Lipa, the non-problematic fave.
RuPaul's out there fracking Montana.
Literally, it was
like a fool girl.
Fracking RuPaul as two queens are dancing to problematic Kim Petras with a actual offender in the back. Sherry Pie. It's just like, it was this perfect storm of like problematic.
It's like every day is like, oh, you thought yesterday was bad?
Next week, special guest R. Kelly comes in.
Brad, so bad. Oh, so bad.
I just feel so bad for the 12 other girls of the competition who not only were canceled because of Sherry Pie, but now they can't even promote their fucking season.
They're canceled because of literally everything.
Everything has come at them. Those poor girls. So,
well, my Jackie Cox glasses are on their way.
Well, at least there's that.
I'm so excited. They're so cute.
Her emotional moment on the latest episode, so she will continue to fly.
I stand. She's literally down the block from me in quarantine. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad.
Wave from a distance.
Ugh. Well, anyway, let's shake it off, shall we?
Yeah, we can end on a high note.
Shake our tits.
Yeah.
So the moment.
She is the moment.
She is the moment. She single-handedly saved pop this year.
She really did. Miss Dua Lipa, future nostalgia. I'm so thoroughly happy for her and
Me too.
proud of her and pleased. And I feel like the reception online was so overwhelmingly positive.
It's what she deserves, truly.
It is what she deserves. All week long, I said, I'm too depressed to write a review. I'm not going to write a review. Cut to me at 5 a.m. still writing that review. And then I posted it.
Oh, I really liked your review, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dua RT'd, or she like posted on her story, which was really nice.
Iconic.
She said thank you.
She's a writer.
She is a writer. Yeah, I mean, I said everything I wanted to say in that review, but it just made me feel happy again. Like for pop music, she did exactly as she said in the live stream. Like, I just want to give you a little joy.
Also, the one thing that you wrote about that I wanted to highlight.
She's taking notes.
Yeah, right. I support women and I support my friends' blogs. You talked about the whole dancing thing.
Yep.
And I also thought that as well. And I was glad that you pointed that out because she really got dragged and became a meme on the internet from the last era, which, you know, I've always said, like, if you become a meme, embrace it. But I feel like she definitely was, it was like her debut and she definitely was upset and kind of took a hit from that.
Yeah.
And so to come back with a dance record and like all of the EMA's performance or whatever, what was the one, the EMA's with all the yellow?
Yep, that was the one.
Like to come back with your second album and go full dance and be like, fuck this, I'm gonna like do all these dance routines and whatever. I was like, you better work, bitch.
Exactly.
It's like
I think
she didn't let it stop her.
Yeah, I don't condone bullying, but she took the criticism and the meanness and she said, well, fuck you, I'm going to do 10 times better.
Right?
And she very easily could have caved. Because my thing is, like, when Dua debuted with Be the One and all these
So good.
songs, to me, she has always sort of seemingly been more of the Marina, Ellie Goulding, like that kind of route, where it's like she's the voice, pop voice, but not really. You're not looking to her to be a Britney dancer. So when people were so cruel about, you know, the One Kiss dance and all of that, which I get, it's like a fun, silly move, but it was like people took
it's iconic now.
Yeah, but people took it way too far to be like, oh, you pay for this, blah, blah, blah. It was so like mean that it was like, it was so unfair, I feel. And the music is still good. Like that One Kiss is still an incredible song. Like even if you were disrespectful.
I love this song. Teresa Giudice. The taste.
So for her to double down on it was just like, okay. And that's how she became unexpectedly like the next dance pop champion of the New Girls, because she decided to just hammer that home instead of shy away from it, which I think is awesome. And
I think that added to the whole thing for me was like, she literally didn't let it stop her.
Yeah. And
Don't Stop Now.
You know, I think Don't Start Now is having an incredible moment, regardless of the quarantine. Like, and I think it's going to get boosted again because of the album. And then Physical just went top 5 in the UK. Like, Physical is officially a hit everywhere but here because, you know, that's how taste works. But I just think she's having a great moment. Break My Heart just came out. Yeah, so as far as the album itself, standouts for me immediately
were
Love
the
Again.
Track list?
Oh, yeah, let's do the deep dive. Somebody requested the deep dive, so we could just do that.
We've got time.
We know
you do too.
But can I just, even as people were getting their vinyls, like even the vinyl packaging is just so perfect. Like that picture of her in the car, the back of it being the feet up on the dash. Like it's just, everything works so well this era. Everything had a point. Everything was perfectly cohesive.
An aesthetic. She has a brand of like the era, the colors,
every
the
single cover was so good. The colors, the font.
It reminds me of like Loud era.
Yes, it's that cohesive, and even that little album trailer that they did, it just blends so well.
Mm-hmm. The font, the typography,
the merch, the workout video, all of it.
The cassette tape.
The cassette tapes.
That's the nostalgia and the future nostalgia.
There you have it.
She is the future.
And the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
Well, lead track.
lead track, Future Nostalgia, which I'm happy that it makes more sense now in the context of the album. It kind of like kicks things off
Hmm.
on a bright, quirky note. And it's very confident, very cocky, very I want to change the game. I'm a female alpha. Then she proceeds to make an incredible pop album after. So it's like, oh, okay. She had a point.
A concept,
Mm-hmm.
a
I love
narrative.
it. It's one of the weirdest songs on the album. She makes an architecture reference. She really has fun in there. It's really fun and cool.
Well, before we get to cool, there's
Oh,
Don't
right.
Start Now, which like is a bop. We've talked about it.
I think we've established that we stand that song. We
If
have
you're
for
bored at
months.
home, watch the Live in LA remix.
That's really the standout for me. That
Yeah.
like turns that song into a fucking masterpiece. That's a classic. That was a classic.
Hmm. And then we get to one of the standouts for me is Cool.
Yeah, cool's really cool.
Hmm.
One of the cooler on the nerdier side, because Tove Lo co-wrote that and Stuart Price co-produced. And as I pointed out in the Mew Muse review, Stuart's on like 4 songs on the album. And if you don't know Stuart Price, he is the co-creator of Madonna's Confessions on a Dance Floor,
Iconic.
Kylie's Aphrodite. He is a legend. And to even have him on this album is just like a cosign that she is that girl. So yeah, he did cool. Cool reminds me of like Tegan and Sarah Heartthrob meets Carly Rae Jepsen Emotion, 80s synth pop.
Yep. Stand out for
That's right.
me. Then we get
And then-
to Let's Get Physical.
Physical for me just kind of reminds me of like Rachel Stevens' Girls Aloud energy meets, that 80s synth pop vibe. So for me, it's like absolutely one of my favorites of the year.
This one
cannot
grew
skip
on me. At first I was kind of like,
Yeah.
And then I found myself just like screaming it out loud in my apartment the other day. I was like, let's get physical, and shaking my
Yeah,
tits.
it really, especially that last chorus just
Yeah.
really hits, right? It does. And the workout video helps to like serve the illusion, the fantasy.
Physical fantasy.
Physical fantasy coming
That's
soon. Do you sweat?
that is not far off from reality. Next up we have Levitating.
Levitating, so good.
All of
That
our
one-
wigs.
Levitating is about what happens to your wig when you listen to it. That
I'm
one
wigless.
reminds me of
I wigless.
Daft Punk.
Sorry, what?
That one reminds me of Daft Punk, like
Oh,
Random
yeah.
Access Memories style. Like,
Oh my god, do you
Get
remember when they
Lucky.
won Album of the Year?
Oh yeah, I
And
do.
Taylor, the video of Taylor. Sorry, that is irrelevant to the conversation. We can cut that
well,
out.
she
That's a good album, though.
it is a good album, and that's what this kind of remind me of the robot voices, the disco strings,
Future
all of that.
nostalgia.
Totally.
Next
Solid.
up, we have Pretty Please.
All around the world. Oh, Pretty Please.
Oh,
Pretty Please to me reminds me. So Julia Michaels co-wrote that, which means I'm always going to think of Selena Gomez, like very rare revival era,
Glory.
and frankly, probably could have been / was prepared for post Glory for Britney. We have no idea, of course, but anytime there's a Julia and Justin song that comes out, I'm like, I wonder if that was for B10.
Right? It's
This
not,
would have been
I mean, it's
cool.
not far off from like being reality, honestly.
No, yeah, absolutely. So Pretty Please is like in the same family generally as like Hands to Myself and that whole like sexy funky vibe.
Sexy, funky, cool.
Sexy funky cool coming
Wasn't that
soon.
a remix on like YouTube? It was like that person who did the remix of the 98 Britney interview.
Oh, right.
Really
right.
funky and cool.
funky.
Cool, funky something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool funky vintage or faded or something.
Yeah. Love these jeans. Love these jeans. And I love the next track a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Dare I say this is the best song on the album?
Hallucinate is the closest that the album gets to full on Confessions, trance euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely a popper's song. She's like, breathe it in, hallucinate. Like all the gays at the bar will go
Wow.
wild for that whenever we're allowed back in 2021.
Yeah.
Um,
I posted a video of Wendy Williams dancing to it
I
on
did
Twitter.
see that. That was very important. That really helped to sell the song, I think.
Mm-hmm. Promo.
It reminds me of Confessions. It reminds me of Kylie's late years era, even Khalees's Flesh Tone. It's just like that sort of throbbing dance.
Oh my God, this song with Khalees's Flesh Tone on like a playlist for the summer.
Exactly.
And I hate the
That's what
summer.
I like that every song reminds me of something without being like a ripoff. It's like I could probably name 20 artists that it reminds me of, but that doesn't mean that she's like ripping any one artist off. It just feels like she did the homework of like making references to a lot of different favorites.
Right. You're like, oh, this could go on my legendary playlist
Totally.
and fit in great.
Somebody once said like when everyone has a different opinion of who the artist is ripping off, that means that they did it right. If you can't just pinpoint one song like that they allegedly ripped off, then it means that they did something right, where it's just inspiring a lot of different memories of things, of good things.
I feel like someone said that it kind of sounded like Do You Want to Come Over a little bit?
Yeah, somebody said, do you want to come over? I guess
I kind of hear it. And I think at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody also said Rock Boy, Britney's Rock Boy for the
Oh.
verses. I think for Hallucinate, or I forget which one.
Get up.
Yeah.
You could remix Future Nostalgia and Rock Boy.
Somebody's got to. Somebody already mashed up.
Get up. Future Nostalgia. Get up.
They could definitely do
Future
that.
Nostalgia. It's there.
That's a concept.
Someone make it.
They've got time.
Yeah. Next up is Love Again.
Okay, so that one's currently my favorite. I'm obsessed. It's got a sample in it. The way it's just so rich. I feel like it's expensive.
I know. I want this whole album as an instrumental.
Yeah. I think my Wi-Fi is down. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, well, that would explain everything. As I sit here waiting for Moo-Moos to return. Oh. I was going to talk shit about you while you were away.
I was checking my Wi-Fi. Sorry.
Maybe if you were on 5G, you'd be connected and your brain would be fried. Sorry, it's not funny.
So it's a sample of Your Woman by Whitetown, a 90s hit. And that's my favorite right now. And my Wi-Fi's back.
Great. So happy to hear that.
Well, I had to DM Carrie and I had to be like, can you just let me use 5G for now? And she said, okay.
Oh, I can't. This past week has been the longest 5 years of my life.
It's so long. Anyway, let's keep this ball rolling.
Next up is the song Good in Bed.
Which
pornographic
language, pornographic. She is pointing out that while they don't know how to speak to each other, they know how to be good in bed together.
I mean, truly the gay anthem.
Truly, it truly is. It's like we can only communicate in like abbreviations on Grindr. Yeah. I don't know what to say to you in person, but we can make this work in bed.
Hey, sup, NMU.
That was the alternate title for the song. Fun fact.
NMU. That sounds like an Ariana Grande song title.
Oh, definitely. So this is part of the album. For the last two songs actually remind me of Lily Allen, like a little bit of sassy British kind of speak song.
But she's not somebody that you think about all the time.
Totally that. Even like she actually reminds me of all the UK girls. So Marina, Lily, even Amy Winehouse, that sort of like that attitude of being a little feistier and a little sassier with the lyrics.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, it's like a gay anthem.
Yes, well, isn't it all?
Facts.
Then finally, we have boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys.
This is for the girls, this one.
This is literally for the girls.
This one.
Yeah. She takes a left turn.
I love this song. It's a perfect closing song for this album. Because it takes it down, it cools it down. But she's also like with Bad Bunny, it's like, here's a message, surprise. Yeah.
Without just being a full-on dance album, she's also like, I do have a point.
And it is a point.
It is a point. She misleadingly sing-songy, chipper kind of melodies is like, isn't it nice that I have to walk outside with like my keys between my knuckles? Like, And then, yeah, the lyrics are kind of intense. There are no lies
Nope.
detected. And that one reminds me also of Lily Allen, just that sort of like sing-songy, sarcastic through some really shitty social commentary.
Right? With like
Like
a
really,
pretty melody.
yeah. Just like a really shitty situation with a pretty melody. Totally. And I like that. And I like it for her. You know, she's 24. This is going to come to a younger audience, obviously. It's never bad to have a little message for the girls. This one's for all the girls and the boys to like behave. True to gay form, a lot of the gays don't like this one. And I just feel like because it's not a mindless dance track, not that any of it is mindless, but you know, it has a message versus the others, which are more lovey songs. I think she should be allowed to have a little more personality slash messaging.
Well, you know, white gays aren't always known for having taste. So, um,
True, and often that is the case for ourselves. But in
yeah,
this case,
me.
I love it. That wraps up the album experience. Now, I do think I have a feeling,
I feel
you
like
know,
you're about to say what I'm thinking.
oh, maybe.
So,
I
I
think,
don't know why I said that. Just say it.
I don't know either. Now, she did suffer a few extra leaks along the way, which makes me think that, and she has said that there's like 40 songs she recorded, that she re-released
Mhm.
Dua Lipa 1. I do believe there will be future Nostalgia 2, even
I
more in the
agree.
future.
It also, it's like, and this has nothing to do with anything, but like the fact that it's only 11 songs, like 11 is such a weird number.
Yeah. So I have a feeling
Me too. And I
that
feel
we'll
like,
get some more.
especially since she's now sidelined in terms of promo,
Yeah.
it would only make sense to do another batch of songs when she can actually go on tour.
Yeah.
I
For
don't
sure.
think it's basically that scene of Miss New York at the Flavor of Love reunion
Yeah.
when she's like, "It's not over. This is not over." When she's talking about Pumpkin. Do you remember
I
that?
wish she said it at the end of the album.
Yeah. That's not over.
Just when you thought it was over from
We're going to
the
put this
LA
on the back
critics.
burner, but it's not
Yeah.
over.
This is not over.
No.
But
I
until
thought the
now.
same thing. I was like, this
Yeah.
definitely doesn't feel complete yet.
I think we'll probably get some more from her. But in the meantime, I think that this was a perfect pop serving for the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. We got a good batch of new music this week.
We did, yeah. But, you know, final thoughts on Miss Peep is, as I said in the review, I just think she did everything right. I think despite circumstances, despite not being able to fully, I'm sure she was going to have a fun little sweep of late night performances and all that. Just even down to bumping it up a bit. I just think it was all right. And
Well,
I'm very
we're here
happy.
to celebrate it and to tell all of you listening at home to go listen to Future Nostalgia.
It will get you out of your funk for a little bit.
Uh-huh. It really will. And you can hit start at the beginning and just let it play.
Yeah. You can do a
Play.
2-mile basement walk if you would like, if you had the space to do so, or around your apartment.
Can you please film like a time lapse like Britney does with her photo shoots of you just walking in a circle?
I fully know how insane I look, so I'm very afraid to do that, but maybe I eventually will,
And
because
just put Roman Reload or Roman Holiday over it.
it's exactly what it looks like.
And then you can just be
Yeah.
like, my Sims.
Yeah. Oh God. Nobody can judge whatever has happened during this quarantine. Whatever we've said or done.
I made a
nothing
TikTok.
counts. You made a TikTok. Like, that is the
I forgot
extent of
to
how
even
insane.
say that. So embarrassing. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nothing even counts during this quarantine. Whatever we are doing,
Right.
it's merely to survive. But anyway.
Well, everyone, it's been a nice break.
It has been. Some high highs with the music, some low lows with some egos, but we're getting through it, and hopefully nobody else cancels themselves this week. They will.
You know, if you are a fan of the Britney podcast,
Yes.
all I will say is, surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Us.
I certainly did.
Right. And so you got that text message, and I was like, surprise, here's a whole new episode.
Yeah.
Dug it out.
New but old. But
Yes,
new.
new but old. So we're surprise dropping that for all of you because we all need moments and it's fun. So yeah,
Our very first moment, if you will.
our first time recording, and now we're 2 years later, which I can't even believe, and we're talking to each other through FaceTime. So full 360.
Did a full 180. So check that out. We'll have more content for you coming soon.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. And we hope you're doing well and you're safe. And until next week.
Yeah, until next week. We will.
See you.
Soon.
I can't believe next week is already April.
Me either.
Oh my